Hi everyone. Right now it is Thursday night, 2 days before the wedding. By the time you guys actually watch this video, it'll be the night of the wedding. That being said, I hope everyone is having a great time right now. Some of you guys are probably drunk already, which is perfect because it makes doing this video just a little bit easier. But yeah, let's get started. So, if you guys don't know, my name is Troy. I am a good friend of both the bride and groom. You could probably call me the third wheel they never asked for, but they're stuck with. I'm sorry, Brandon and Tiffany. That being said, I have been given the unique opportunity, or I should say, forced to say a few words on their behalf. I wanted to first start off by saying thank you. Thank you for everyone coming today. I know everyone's busy with their lives, and to kind of be able to stop, to pause, and to come together to celebrate two important people in our lives, Tiffany and Brandon. I know they're grateful for, and I'm grateful for being able to celebrate this milestone with them. I have been given that unique opportunity to see their relationship from beginning to end, and I get to tell you their story. So I guess kind of starting from the beginning, I first met Tiffany Trin Chong Tran, or I should say Tiffany Trin Chong during that time, back in pharmacy school. First week of orientation week. We were in the same team, Team 14. I was pretty much completely wrong when I met Tiffany in terms of I'm really good at reading people. And when I met Tiffany, I thought first impressions, oh, I know this girl. She's just this quiet, nice little Asian girl, right? And I was completely wrong by that. I After getting to know her, Tiffany, you don't get me wrong, she's still nice, right? But she's totally opposite in terms of she's this fireball of energy. When she opens up to you, she's like this person who is so passionate and so strong, who who's willing to do whatever it needs to be done to get where she wants to be. And that's what she's done in her life. She has accomplished everything she put her mind to. And to have a best friend like that, to be able to say, hey, you know what? She really cares about her family, her friends, is honestly amazing. And I'm so grateful to have Tiffany in my life, right? And that being said, the other side of the spectrum, when I met Brandon Tran, I was actually completely wrong with first impressions too. My first impression of Brandon, he was a frat boy, for sure. He was the only thing he probably cared about was what, drinking, partying, girls, raving, all that shebang. And I could say Brandon is actually the complete opposite of that. He is probably one of the most genuine guys you could ever meet. How would I describe it? Heart on his sleeve. He literally believes the best in people, and generally, he will honestly have your back whenever you need it. And that's why I am so grateful to have Brandon in my life too, because at the end of the day, he he will always be there. And I think kind of putting that together with how I see the personality of Tiffany and how I see the personality of Brandon and them coming together, like, how did I not see that from the beginning? Like, they're perfect for each other, right? Because at the end of the day, they are what they need from each other, right? Someone like Tiffany, who is so caring and always going to go above and beyond for someone else, right? And be there to listen, right? And then Brandon, kind of the same idea, someone who is always going to push ahead and do what he thinks is best in his life, and to have that drive, and right. And then he is genuine and he's so nice. And to put that together with Tiffany, that personality matches well, right? Because they are going to look out for the best of each other. They're going to ultimately take care of each other, and that's what they need, right? And that being said, it's not only the fact that they are going to take care of each other, but they're also going to push each other, right? They are going to push each other to be the best version of themselves, to go to the next level, to continue to develop as individuals, but also in a relationship, because there is an understanding between us, between each other, like, hey, you know what, this is where I want to be in my life, but how are we going to get there, right? And they are going to continually be like, hey, you know what, this is what we need to do to get to that next level. And I think that's what makes the relationship work so well. That being said, that's kind of how I see their relationship and how they have grown. But kind of seeing how, I guess, that friendship was and how it moved from friendship to something more, I could say it goes back to one night. I'm not sure if Tiffany actually remembers this night because she was, I'm gonna be honest, she was drunk. So I don't think she remembers it. But it kind of starts out with the Abbey. So that night we went after, I think, a test to celebrate, right? They were pretty much Brandon, Tiffany, and the whole pharmacy crew was, I would say, drinking, dancing, have a good time. And I don't know if it was their drinking, but there was definitely something in the air that night, right? There was a lot of, I would say, middle school gyrating, I guess, between Brandon and Tiffany, which was unexpected. Definitely drinking played a major factor, but at the end of the day, everyone's having a good time. But as probably Tiffany won't remember, she got a little bit drunk, I guess, and she was like not feeling well after a few drinks, right? And then it was like calling it a night because she was getting obviously very tired and she wasn't, she didn't know what she was doing pretty much. And I think that night it sparked it all because we kind of got to see the Brandon I was talking about, the one that will go above and beyond and take care of their friends. And at that moment, that night, Tiffany was, yeah, but Brandon took care of her, you know what I mean? And I think that was the night that kind of showed like, hey, you know what, again, Tiffany is always taking care of other people, but now you have someone that's actually taking care of Tiffany. And I think that's the night that it started because Brandon really that took care of Tiffany that night, and I think that's what sparked that relationship to something more. And then for ever since that night happened, there was, I guess, this change in the air, right? There was the whole dating phase pretty much, right? This awkwardness in the beginning where like they didn't know what to say, and then eventually you get past that stage. And I remember Tiffany and Brandon telling me stories of how they would just sit in the car late at night and just talk about their lives, like their childhood, the different experiences they went through. And then I think that's where it kind of like, oh yeah, we really do have so much in common and we can really relate with each other, right? And I think that's how the relationship blossomed from that whole, oh, friendship to now, oh, there is something more. There is a mutual connection. There is a spark. Let's delve deeper into that. And that's how they got into a relationship. And that, from there on, it became history ever since, right? Um, they got, what is that? They got engaged, and this is where they are now. But that being said, if I kind of had to look back on it today, when did I know it was it? Like, this is, they're meant to be forever? I don't know if they actually remember this moment, but It goes back to when we celebrated Brandon and Citra's birthday party. I planned a birthday dinner at a Chinese restaurant, which, by the way, I still get shit about because they said the food wasn't good. But at the end of the day, I thought it was fine, and the atmosphere was really nice. But yeah, that night before the dinner, we actually stopped by a donut shop in the same plaza. And I remember we were getting like food, right? But there was something interesting about what Brandon and Tiffany were doing. So there was like music playing in the background, and we were the only ones in the donut shop, right? And they were straight up just like ballroom dancing, I guess, waltz dancing, I don't know, but they were straight up just dancing to the music without a care in the world around the whole entire donut shop. And how I knew it was that moment that they were in love and they were meant to be was because they didn't have a care in the world. Because I've always said this about a relationship, it's not about the big moments in life. It's about the small moments, the moments where you can go and just make the most mundane moments enjoyable. You can find happiness and passion. And in that moment, when I saw Brandon and Tiffany just dancing all over the donut shop out of the blue, they look like crazy people, to be honest. But to see how happy they were, to see Tiffany just smiling and Brandon smiling, and they didn't see anyone in that donut shop except for themselves. And I was like, damn, they are truly happy and they are meant to be. Because at the end of the day, they were living in the moment. And if you can find someone to live in the moment like Brandon and Tiffany has, you found your person for life. And that's the moment I knew they were meant to be. But that being said, I want to kind of wrap things up because it's been 15 minutes already. To give my piece of advice to them, um, I want to say that Brandon and Tiffany continually be there for each other. There might be times where it's a struggle, there might be times where it's hard, but those moments are what are gonna push you to be better. It's gonna push you guys to grow and push you guys to grow not only as individuals but as a couple, because those moments will let you guys see different sides of yourselves that your partner might see or might not see, or you may not see. And those moments are what is going to make you realize you chose the right person. Because if you can, hold on. Sorry, technical difficulties there. But like what I was saying is, if you are able to experience the hardships of life with another person and still want to have them in your life, that means you guys are the end all to be all, you know? And that being said, I'm going to wrap this up and give it to Min with the special message.
Brandon and Tiffany's Wedding by Min Trin. Congratulations. You guys are officially Boba partners for life. Have an awesome day and honeymoon. Also, it was really cool that you guys invited me to that one day to go to the club because I feel like that was the first time. Not first time, but I think you guys sparked really well that day. And then so when we came back, we were just studying. I was so oblivious. And then when I found out, I was just like, oh my god, this is so cool. It's just, yeah, I don't know. You guys go well like peanut butter and jelly because it's just like you would like it's just peanut butter and jelly. You know, it tastes so good. And I'm not saying that you guys taste good because that'd be really weird. But yeah, congratulations. Also, here's it. All of us. Ah, okay. Bye bye.